as ever, dragging the elite bikers from their beauty sleep. It was 4:45 a.m. precisely when defending champion Ricky Breivik left the bivouac. Another long and fast day on the menu, a 403-kilometre loop around Wadi Al Bawasir, where navigation will once again be key. The sun creeping over the dunes as Joan Barreda prepared to get the stage underway. The Spaniard took his 25th Dakar stage win yesterday. But as we've seen, it's a devilish business opening the way on this Dakar, and the frontrunners were set to lose time yet again. Pablo Quintanilla caught Barreda and Ricky Breivik after about 40k, but it wasn't easy going in this technical, rocky part of the stage early on. Plenty of riders getting in a spot of bother. Barreda, Breivik and Quintanilla ended up being joined by Nacho Cornejo and Ross Branch. It's a real tactical game of cat and mouse at the moment, with riders losing a lot of time when they open and then recovering it the following day when they start much further back.
But right now we're up front and they're in the back, and tomorrow they're going to be up front, we're going to be in the back, so we got to find a strategy to put us all tight.
Last year's top two currently running 13th and 12th overall, but it could be wildly different by tomorrow. Some riders trying to stay in the middle of the park. Luciano Benavides is 7th overall, but he hasn't gone higher than 8th on a stage. Leading rookie Daniel Sanders 8th today, just ahead of fellow debutant Rui Gonçalves. A couple of minor crashes, but otherwise it was a solid day for the Aussie. Meanwhile, Xavier de Sultre has made a dream start to life with HT Rally Raid. He's running in 3rd overall. We're all good friends, and a group of us rode together again today. It was very, very fast and honestly absolutely awesome. Well, plenty of riders group, but Sam Sunderland spent most of the day on his own. A few small errors early on and he had to battle through the wind, but the 2017 champion still came 5th and sits 5th overall. Matthias Wagner lost 2 hours 26 yesterday after his mechanical, but no such problems with that KTM today. He went slicing through the field to finish in 3rd place. While Sunderland mentioned the wind, and just look at what they had to deal with. Kevin Benavides also started a long way back and he was able to push all day. He was 13th overall this morning and 2nd overall by this evening. The Argentine just cruising over the dunes as his yo-yo Dakar continues. He was the runner-up on the stage. The victory went to Toby Price, his 2nd in 3 stages. The Australian admitted that these big highs and lows are pretty frustrating, and he says it's impossible to predict what's going to happen between now and Jeddah.
It's going to come down to the last day, I think. So as long as everyone's bikes are still going, injury-free, no problems, I think then it's going to be a right finish, hard finish for all of us.
This was the story of the day though. Skyler Howes snatching the overall lead with what he described as a perfect run. Like de Sultre, the American has simply remained consistent throughout, and he now finds himself in the rather unusual position of leading the rally for the Mass Dakar team.
I'm a privateer out here, and I paid my own way to get here, so I'm just doing the best I can and having fun every day.
Here's how they lined up after another high-speed day in the saddle. A 13th Dakar stage win for Price, but will that prove unlucky tomorrow? Howes leads Benavides by 33 seconds, de Sultre 1:28 behind. Price and Sunderland complete the top 5, Barreda slips to 8th. Now Nicolas Cavigliato absolutely dominated the quads class 2 years ago, and the Argentine claimed his first stage victory of Dakar 2021 today. He now lies 3rd overall, a couple of minutes behind Alexandre Giroux. The new overall leader is this man, Giovanni Enrico.
To have taken the quad to the finish is incredible. I didn't know what to do after the Dakar. And when I returned home, I took my phone and called Jean-Louis Schlitzer and told him, listen Jean-Louis, I want to build a two-wheel drive buggy with a 2-litre engine. He answered, we all tried, it'll never work. So I put my phone down and told my wife Maryse, I know what to do, a two-wheel drive.
C'est une entreprise familiale.
I have Maryse with me, helping out in everything, as well as my children, and it allows me to go forwards, and the car evolves day by day. At the time, my children played with Transformer toys, the little car that transformed to a robot, and one was called Optimus. Joanne told me we should call it Optimus, and the name comes from there.
There's Antoine and Maryse, and then there's the next generation with his children, Joanne and Kevin. They believe in this project with the new car, and it's an even bigger source of motivation.
Today the ambition is on the shoulders of Christian Lavieille. We noticed that when we have a top driver who knows how to push the car, it gets results.
What I like is the agility. It's like a big SSV, especially in the dunes. It's a car that feels easy to drive. I believe it has real potential. Of course, other people have to make mistakes and not us. We have to manage a smart rally.
A top 10 would be great, but the best thing would be to take all 5 of our cars to the finish.
Romain Dumas is battling to add the Dakar to his impressive record of winning Le Mans, Spa, Nordschleife and Sebring 24-hour races. But the cruelest of luck happened here yesterday. Reversing to have a run up a dune, another car was unsighted. I got to the top of the dune and I preferred to stop because I wasn't sure of going over it. I let the air out of the tyres and reversed, but another car hit me and completely ripped off the rear corner. The cars lined up in the bivouac this morning before the 693 kilometres of stage 3 ahead of them, before they returned to the same bivouac at Wadi Al Dawasir. First and second, Pere Hansel and Sainz were all set. Bernard Ten Brinker's Toyota was going well into the stage, but Out of View had a roll and had to wait for the T5 truck to collect him. He was otherwise okay. Second into the day, Carlos Sainz has lost 31 minutes. A huge blow for the reigning champion. Can he recover after the bad luck of an engine problem yesterday and now more time slipping through his hands? That precious time finding a waypoint drops him to 4th overall. Another great day though for the amiable Frenchman Mathieu Serradori. He's now in 3rd overall, a huge thing for the little team. A very complicated stage, but it's another one down and we avoided quite a few traps. Today the stage was for the co-driver. We managed to work well and pushed hard all day long. The BRX team are happy as it's quarter distance of the rally tonight. Sebastian Loeb unfortunately had 3 punctures today, so to finish 3.5 minutes off the stage win with 3rd means he's back in the hunt for stage wins. Might a 15th stage victory be on the cards? Al-Qasimi retired on stage 3 last year but finished stage 3 this year, meaning he's crested that mountain that has been bugging him for the last 12 months. So a 5th today is a great step forward inside the top 10 overall. Yassir Saidan flew, literally, but had to take it steady elsewhere to get 4th. 4 minutes gone today means Pere Hansel lost a little bit of a buffer over his rivals. What has Pere Hansel got up his sleeve? The buggy is still quick on the open stages and unlikely to get stuck in the dunes. But if the stages are twisty, the advantage may go to his four-wheel drive rivals. With Alatir, you really can't slow down with the speed that he's got. If he's okay, he's very quick and you have to take risks to keep in touch. 26-year-old Henk Lantigan is a huge star, not just for the future, but today with a brilliant second that has put him 7th overall. He's only ever had 3 days in the dunes and never driven to waypoints. But what a result! The bivouac can see the smiles from Joburg.
A lot better than the first 2 days. The first 2 days we got a bit lost a few times. Into the first dunes, I think I was a bit nervous. We got stuck for a long time and it cost us a lot. But today started going a lot better.
Nasser Alatir led at the halfway point by just under 3 minutes and he expanded on that to the line. After such a close finish last year, the minutes here and there may well make the difference in 2021. He's committed as always and 100% gets the feel of the terrain here in Saudi Arabia. He had new dampers and suspension from the Toyota Gazoo racing team last night and it worked fantastically for the Qatari. Dakar stage win number 38. Alatir takes the victory ahead of a brilliant run by Latigan, Peter Hansel third ahead of Saidan and Al-Qasimi. Overall, Peter Hansel's lead is 5 minutes ahead of Alatir, Serradori a brilliant third ahead of Sainz who slips to 4th.